Straight out of Compton, original streets. Grew up with the lion, see what the criminals see. Now he a giant and a pivotal key. Got it down to a science, this the visual streets. He came up with bullet, he came up with turtle. Live life to the fullest, he put it all in the journal. We dodging them bullets, we jumping them hurdles. It's the hood postman, we in the streets universal.
Hood postman, Professor Melly Mel. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get your truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and 15th. Lock the door.
Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman, back with CJ. CJ, when it comes to political parties, you mentioned political parties and cadres. There were bloodlines and U.B.Ns. I think were two.
Well, you had the 60 Riders and you had the Blue Notes as well. That was the Crip organization.
Okay, so we got to include them. CCO, Blue Notes, and I don't know whatever. But of course, we know we Black Guerrilla Family probably was standing in was the
that was the the like the top of the order for political parties and institutions in the state of California, because all that stems from George and who else was that in prison at that time?
The guy James Carr.
James Carr, the other one,
Frida Drongo.
Frida Drongo, I read some of his stuff.
James Carr, let's see, Hugo Pennell.
Yeah.
And John Clouchet from Compton.
And John Clouchet, Hugo ended up, I guess they had started doing that shoe kick out. They started kicking like a lot of them dudes out of the shoe program that had been back there for like 20 plus years. They was keeping them isolated off of the yards because they was the bigger figureheads, and they finally let Hugo Pennell come out, man, and he got caught up in a riot in Old Folsom, man, and he died.
Man, unfortunate.
He got killed on the yard, man.
So let me ask you this question: was you ever part of one of those political parties?
Yes, I am a part of one.
Okay. And we don't have to get into no detail. I just asked because are there any misconceptions about these political parties that people get wrong?
Yes, there's a lot about it that they get wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if they're not within, you know what I'm saying, that group or the guidelines of that group, you know what I'm saying, then they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They just, they'll say things, you know what I'm saying, about this and about that, you know what I'm saying, that, for the Parus and Bloods, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about the other, like, the BGFs and, how their people, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't part of their group may have viewed them, you know what I'm saying, but there are people that are Parus and Bloods, you know what I'm saying, they are say certain things about the structure of the U.B.N. or the structure of the BLs, you know what I'm saying, and try to make it seem like it's a separation, you know what I'm saying, away from say Paruism is a separation away from Paruism, or a separation away from Bloodism. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not that at all. You know what I'm saying? You have individuals that are up under those parties that, you know what I'm saying, still represent their neighborhoods and are still in their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? They haven't like abandoned their neighborhood or abandoned their homeboys in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's through a miseducation, lack of education in regards to that. But I wanted to say, I was trying to remember, and it's strange, I can't remember this man's name. And I really hate that.
Let me ask you this. What role did the cadres or the leadership play in mentorship and calming the gangbangers' mind while in prison?
Well, we had particular things that we would do, like if, for example, we would go out, and when we would go out to exercise, we would exercise in a group, you know what I'm saying, to show unity and to show cohesion, you know what I'm saying, and to demonstrate strength. We would study together. We would get different literature or pass different literature around and study literature on. We were studying everything from warfare to psychology, sociology.
So it was educational based.
Yeah, it was educational based. Yeah, it was educational based, and that's all. A lot of us, like myself and other homies that were in prison, you know what I'm saying, had been doing a lot of time in prison, had freed themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it was a necessary and important approach to education for people, for the gangbangers' mind? Because a lot of people went in there with gangbanger mentality, right? So in order to calm them,
if I may, because the name just came back to me. Geronimo Pratt.
Geronimo Pratt. Go ahead. Pratt. Speak on it.
I had the opportunity to be in prison with Geronimo Pratt in Mule Creek in the early 90s. And Geronimo used to hold lectures on the yard. And he used to teach every day, like at noontime, he would come out. And we'd go, everybody go to the bleachers, to the baseball field. And Geronimo would teach and give lectures on Black history, love yourself, know yourself, identify with your people, come out of the mindset of of the gang culture where we just attacking our people, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, in the city, we just attacking each other and killing each other or trying to bring harm to each other. So yeah, I was able to
so he was exercising a positive mentorship.
Yes, very positive mentorship.
And how did he deal with when the yard when it just couldn't handle no more? And sometimes yards, they just go up. It's not nothing.
Well, when it gets to that point, we try to keep it, you know what I'm saying, as mellow as we can without it being any interference and causing any disruptions to the program. You know what I'm saying? Because we need the program. We don't want to be locked inside the cell all damn day. You know what I'm saying? We want to get out. We want to be out because that's where our commerce was at. Our commerce was on outside. We had to be outside. We had to have the yard open. That's the only way we're gonna eat. We can't eat. We all locked up in the cell years and months or years or whatever. No, so we all work together. In regards to that, all political parties in prison had somebody from their particular cadre that would interact, and communicate with another political group. So, we didn't really talk to the Serenos on the yard. You know what I'm saying? There was only certain individuals that, if something needed to be discussed or talked about, you know what I'm saying, there was only certain individuals that would go to said Sereno or said Norteño or said AB. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It was, and you had to be educated, you had to be qualified.
You had to be great at propaganda.
You had to be great. Yeah, you had to be great.
Because that's what it is. It's just being a propagandist. Being able to know how to manipulate and also achieve the goal, the goal that you guys want. And so now that we're in this age of social media, right? And I'm quite sure that most of the cadres and the groups in there, they're just as involved as we are in here. Do you think now that they use the social media and the technology to aid themselves in in the resources and economical growth they need to survive?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the same phones and things we're operating with out here, they have them in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they have that access. They have that access. And
Does that make it better or worse?
well, I think it makes it worse. I would think it makes it worse.
Yeah, because now you got people manipulating for other reasons.
Right, yeah. Because you know, it's like everybody, you know, everybody is really not like solidified as like they should be. Like everybody has their own agenda, different agenda. You know.
Do you think that fear and intimidation cause a lot of people to become gang members?
Yeah. Yeah. During the early days of gang culture. Yeah.
One thing that I liked that what Baba Louie said 75%. He said, Melly Mel, 75% of them cheerleaders, and the other 25% are the real motherfuckers. Right. That's what Baba Louie said. Right. Yeah. And when I thought about it, I said, yeah, Baba Louie, I gotta agree there because you know.
Yeah, because you know when you get in prison up, Melly Mel, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like when those like riots or melees, they call them melees or riots, take place, you know what I'm saying, and you out there on that yard and you know what I'm saying, you got 50, 60 Hispanics or, you know, whatever, you know, the issue is, it might not be the Hispanics, it could be whites or it can be Crips coming after the Bloods or coming after the Pyrus and the Bloods, you know what I'm saying, or it could be the Mexicans coming after all the blacks, you know what I'm saying, and it's like now it's time to show. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna open no gate.
Ain't no talking.
No, you ain't opening no gate for you to run up out of here. Ain't opening no doors for you to run back inside. You ain't got no gun.
All you got is that knife.
All you got is that
and
knife.
Your athletic abilities and your knowledge.
And your squabble skills and that knife. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was a lot of dudes when those type of melees or riots occurred on the yard. Yeah, you will see. You will see half your people like not with you. Yeah.
How disappointed were you in that?
It was very disappointing. Very disappointing. I mean, you know, we put our life on the line. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to all, you know, stand together. And then when you see, you know, people not doing that, you know what I'm saying? That's that percentage that AC talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be that percentage that AC talking about.
While you was in prison, you did eczema. How many years in prison?
I've done total out of all my life 38, 40 years.
Wow. And which was the first year you went?
First time I went to prison was 1981. And that's when I left the county jail, went to Chino with Smiley. They sent me from Chino to Jamestown level 3, took me into what they call receiving and release building, where they're gonna give you your bare roll and tell you where you're gonna be housed at, what yard you're going to, so on and so forth. They told me I was going to be housed on Mariposa yard.
Mariposa.
And I walked out the
that's the West Yard, isn't it?
No, this is at Jamestown.
Oh, Jamestown, Mariposa.
But there's a Mariposa at Chino West.
Okay, that's Mariposa, Tuolumne, and what's the other one?
Calaveras. So I get to the yard. Well, I didn't have my bureau yet. They took me out of the yard. They walked a group of us to the clothing room. But as they're taking us into the yard, to the clothing room, I see that everybody on the yard had a red flag in their pocket or on their head.
Wow.
And I thought they was all my people. I say, damn, it's a gang of homies on this yard. And when I got in the clothing room and it was some Crips going on that yard with me too. And got in the clothing room and got the bare roll and unrolled the bare roll. there was red flags in every barrel for everybody. So when the Crips unrolled it and sent it in there, they was like, oh man, they got this old snot rag in my motherfucker.
So it was a standard.
It was a standard, and I didn't know it, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know who the hell out there, right? So let me go on and get mine, and let me go to where they're gonna put me at, which is dorm living, and let me figure out what the hell going on around there, because everybody here ain't no power or no blood. It's a standard for that prison. And I didn't know anybody. So I moved into this dorm, and I met some guy from I think he was from Gardena. He was an older dude, a crip out of Gardena. Shotguns? Shotguns. Yeah,
Payback.
Yeah, I think he said shotguns.
Uh-huh.
And so I talked with him, and he started talking to me and telling me certain things, you know what I'm saying? And you know, again, like Smiley did, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know,
Pay attention.
Pay attention. I see you, you know, you got your red flag, you know, in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Or your blood, or you're a Paru. I said, I'm a Paru. He said, well, ain't no whole lot of Parus on this yard, man. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to be careful about, you know what I'm saying, how you going inside and outside and what you're doing outside, you know, because again, what Smiley told me, you know what I'm saying, be aware of what's going on around you. And I was over there for a short period of time, and then they moved me over to Calaveras yard. And
that's where all the Bloods was at.
Well, back then it wasn't like this was the early 80s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So later on it became like that. As years progressed, then Calaveras became like a blood yard, and Mariposa was the crip yard. That's when I had met Norty, and it was another homie there. He was out of Fruittown. I can't remember his name, but Big H was there too. Howard
H.
Craig.
Yeah.
Howard Craig was there too. That's when I first met Howard Craig, and he was there. So once I got over there with them, you know what I'm saying, and you know, of course, Howard was a big old monster. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now I'm around my people, and now I can really learn the lessons that I really need to learn about how to survive in prison. You know what I'm saying? And what to take back to the streets as a power from what you learned in prison. You know what I'm saying? So when I got back to the streets, I learned how to, you know, I went to the hood, I got the homies, I unified the homies, I started mobilizing them. We would go out, we'd go to the parade, the Linwood parade. We'll mobilize, we'll all meet up, and we'll walk from out of our neighborhood up to Atlantic and Carlin, and we'll go all the way down to Atlantic. Me and all of my homeboys from our Park Road, we'll go all the way down to Atlantic, right? Because we know we finna meet confrontation with the Polk Streets in Linwood. We're gonna meet
neighborhood Linwood.
Yeah, we're gonna meet confrontation with them. You know what I'm saying? But we ready for it. We prepared, right? We all going together. Nobody bend down run, right? We moving. We go all the way up to what is that street? Is that
Carlin?
No, it's not
Imperial.
Is it MLK?
MLK.
And we would turn on MLK and come back down all the way to Bullis.
Mm-hmm.
Now we back by the Linwood Plunge, and it was some little hamburger stand right there. We would everybody would be there eating. Right next to, close to Bateman Hall.
Okay.
It was right, the police station was right there where they was in white cars there.
Yeah.
Linwood Police. And we was doing it, man, and we was meeting confrontation. We was having our scuffles, our fights in the streets, you know what I'm saying, with the Linwood Crips and the Palmetto Crips, because that was our main enemies as far as mob power rules. You know, of course, we had issues with Santana's too, you know what I'm saying, and later Southside, you know what I'm saying, but initially, you know, our major front was Palmetto and Linwood Crips.
Okay. Lock the door.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga